Is the Pi Network KYC worth it? And is the app in general a great way to earn passively with just a few clicks? That is exactly what we will talk about in this video. My name is Michael and I made other videos about the Pi Network in the past, and a lot of people have recently asked me for an update. They want to know some things about the KYC process, if it's safe, if they should do it, if it's necessary, when should they do it, all this. And also there's been some updates I want to give where we want to talk a little bit about the value of the Pi, because a lot of people have talked about that. So we'll talk about all that in this video, and that can help you figure out if you should do the KYC and if it's in general a project you want to get involved with if you're not already a member. So let's start by just quickly going over what the Pi Network is, because as you can see, it says the first digital currency you can mine on your phone, and you can just click a button and then you can mine Pi, and the rate you earn with goes down the further developed the project is, because it has been in development and is being developed all the time. So just to make that clear, it's not fully launched yet, and it has been under works for many years, and that's why I also sometimes hear people saying like, oh, it's a scam because I can't take your earnings out. Well, if you say that, that's because you don't actually understand that the project has never promised that you could take your earnings out here and now. That's not how it works, because if they just did it, you could click a button and take your earnings out right away, then it wouldn't have any value, and then it would be worthless. So that's, you need to understand that this is not for fast money. This is, if you believe in this project, you can go on the website and read more about it. I also do have a full tutorial on my website where I explain even more about what the Pi Network even is. This is just a short introduction if you don't know what it is yet. I'll leave a link to my full tutorial and review below, so you can go there and check that. You can look for all the newest updates of the development inside the app or on the website. But I just wanted to make that clear so you know a little bit about what it is. And you also need to be aware that since it still is under development, I cannot guarantee how it will go. We'll talk about the potential value on all that a little bit later, but there is no guarantee for exactly how the project will go. I can just say that I think it looks interesting, and the team behind is working hard from what I can see. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on it, and I'm continuing using it. I have done my KYC. So let's talk about that next, because that is what a lot of people have also asked about. So when it comes to KYC, then that is short for Know Your Customer, and this is basically where you need to identify who you are or verify your identity. And many platforms do this to avoid fraud. And when it comes to the Pi Network, of course, there has been a lot of people trying to just create fake accounts to mine more, and there's been a lot of fraud attempts. And if they did not do this KYC, then the project would again be worthless, because there would just be so many scammers. And in general, if you want to earn crypto, most legit crypto platforms will ask you to do this KYC, because they also require to do that by law in many countries. So in general, if you want to be a part of the Pi Network, you need to do this KYC. It is necessary to actually avoid any fraud. But of course, in general, I do understand, and we should be concerned about where we share our information and all that. I'm just saying that if you are sure that you do it inside the correct app, share what they ask you, all these things there, then that should be fine. I have done it. I did not have a problem with it. But of course, always be careful. So it's good to question who asks you to share information and share personal information. If you're a member, I encourage you to do the KYC as soon as possible, because if you do not do that, then you will not be able to actually use or get your Pi once it is fully launched. So that is very important to understand. So I would just do it as soon as possible. It has some other benefits where you can boost your earnings, all these different things. So you can do that inside the app. And if you do not feel comfortable about doing KYC, well, then Pi is not for you. You will not be able to actually get the Pi that you are currently mining. So that's just something that I really wanted to clarify, because some people have questioned this or wasn't sure about this. So let's talk a little bit more about this KYC, how to actually do it. So in the past, and I think last time also that I did a video about Pi Network, you had to get invited to the KYC, so it wasn't everyone that could do that. But now everyone can, like anyone that is a member can do the KYC inside the app. So you just go in the menu there, you just find it, you just follow the process, and then it will take sometimes a few hours, sometimes a few days before they approve everything you uploaded, if you've done everything honestly and done what they asked you to do. So you no longer need actually an invitation to do that. That's the first thing I want to make sure. Just go inside the app, do it there if you're already a member. But just also be aware that you cannot do it until after mining for 30 days in total. So if you haven't done that, or if you're just joining now after watching this video here, you still can, and you can still use it, and the earlier you get in, the more you will earn, because the mining rate has already gone down significantly. But if you go in now, you can still get a chance to do it just by clicking a button once per day. Again, if you want to know more details about that, I have a full tutorial on my website. I'll leave a link below. But just be aware that you cannot do the KYC until you have done it for 30 days. So if you haven't done that, make sure to do that. You just go in once a day, click a button. You don't have to do anything. Your phone doesn't even have to be on, so it doesn't really, it doesn't require anything. That's one thing. But if you're just joining, also be aware that you then need to wait a month before you can actually do the KYC. Then make sure to do that, because if not, you will not be able to actually use the network and get the benefits of it that potentially will come. And also, they do say that there is a small portion of accounts that has been flagged or as fake accounts. There are some people that of course are trying to cheat, and therefore if that has happened to your account, you will not also be able to do the KYC if that has happened to you, because algorithms can be wrong. We already all know that. I've tried that on several platforms where the algorithms sometimes are wrong. That can happen, but then they do have on the website here, you can see a KYC application access there. So then you can go here and fill out that form. This link here to this KYC FAQs there, I'll leave this below there, so you can go there and you can find this form. You just scroll down, you can see it's under number 1 at the time of recording this video anyways. There is this link. So if that has happened to you, then go there and then they will investigate that further. So that is how you now do it. But let's also talk a little bit about the Pi potential value, because I get a lot of questions about that and there's a lot of people talking about it. So let's go over that also. So you can actually find Pi on CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap is a website that I often use to follow the value of different cryptos, and also just to get updated about it and do research about different projects, because if you want to get involved in crypto, it's always good to do research, and this is a reliable source for that. And here you can see the current value, and considering how much Pi you can actually earn and you maybe have, then this is of course quite a lot you potentially could earn. But there are some important things to be aware. First of all, the Pi you have inside your Pi app, so you will not necessarily get it all. You need to first of all do the KYC. Also, if you have earned by inviting others, you will only get it once they have done KYC. So also make sure if you have invited others to tell them that they need to do the KYC, because if not, you will also not get it. And also when this comes to the value, you see they even say that here, they say please note that the mainnet has not launched yet. So at the time of recording this video anyways, and maybe by the time you watch it, it has launched, we don't know yet. Then they say that this is doesn't necessarily reflect the value there, right, that it will have when it comes out into the open market. And that's very important to be aware. So this doesn't mean that because you have 100 Pi, or because you have 1,000, because you have 100,000, it doesn't mean that it would necessarily be like 1,000 times this that you will have there once the mainnet has fully launched. Pi has a lot of different projects they're working on where you can use it to buy with and all these things. You can read all that inside the app, but the value of it, I would say, is still quite unknown. Like this, of course, looks very promising, but please be aware that this can vary quite a lot from what it will actually be later, and there's no guarantee. Again, this is still a project that is under development. You should only get involved if you think it is a good project and you want to support it. Go read about it then, and then if you think that, then you can get involved, but do not necessarily expect something like this that this will be the exact value and all that we will have to wait and see. And again, I cannot guarantee the value of it. Nobody can guarantee the value of it currently, and I cannot say exactly what will happen with it. Will it fully launch? When will it fully launch? All these things. It is something that will take time. It has taken a lot of time already, so you do need to do it with the right expectations. So just to sum it all up, if you are interested in earning passively and interested in general in cryptocurrency, I personally think Pi Network is definitely an interesting project, but you do need to do it with the right expectations. If you think it sounds like a great project, then you need to be aware you need to do the KYC, and you should do it as soon as possible. And you should also remind other people you potentially have invited to do the KYC. If not, you will not be able to eventually use the Pi that you earn. But it is still under development at the time of recording this video. We will have to wait and see how it develops. So this is a long-term thing. This is, if you believe in the project, you want to get involved, you want to support it by participating. It doesn't cost anything. Just want to make that clear. You can go in there, you can download the app both for Android, iOS, and use it completely for free. So then that can be an option. But you just need to be aware exactly what to expect, because some people, they are angry like, oh, I can't get my Pi out. No, that's because you haven't really understood what it is about, that nobody can right now. That is just read what the project is all about, basically. So if you want to know more about the project, if you're not already a member, then you can go also on my website, find my invitation code there, use that. You're more welcome to do that. You can also find the full tutorial where I describe more about the project if you want to know more. And if you're already a member, I do encourage you to do the KYC, because it is a requirement to be able to actually benefit from it in the long run. And I hope this video helped you. A lot of you have asked for an update. It's been a while since I did an update, so this is how it is currently at the time of recording this video. It can of course change, but I will try to keep my website article updated when there are new updates there. I'll leave a link again to that below there. Also, you can keep updated inside the app. They are good at posting updates on the home screen there when you have downloaded the app, so that's a good place to keep an eye on the current developments of it. So yeah, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I'll release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.